Thank you for viewing this GrailCoat video on the application of the second coat. The following video is an overview of the second coat process. Study the complete application instructions before an application is performed. The second coat is similar for both walls and decks. With most decks, a third coat is required. With walls, only 2 coats are required. Before beginning the second coat, be sure the base coat is properly cured. This can be done by feel. Generally, you will want to wait overnight before applying the second coat. If the first coat, or base coat, is not soft, then it is fine to apply the second coat. Before applying the second coat, use a trowel to scrape any imperfections from the surface of the base coat so that it is relatively smooth.
Apply your second coat of GrailCoat over the entire working surface. This coat should completely cover the mesh so it is not visible. Both applications should be firmly troweled into and on top of the mesh, ensuring no air bubbles or air pockets are left. The second coat of GrailCoat should be applied the same way as you did the base coat. Let the second coat cure for 24 hours.
If bubbles like this appear, trowel the material back in the opposite direction to seal them off. The second layer is the final waterproof coat in the wall application. If you wish to add a third texture coat, such as a knockdown texture, you can do that after 24 hours. If you do not wish to do a third texture coat, you should give the second coat the final texture that you desire. The key phrase is finish as you go. As you pass your trowel over the material 2 to 4 times, move to the next area and do not go back, because the material begins to set up rather quickly. If you notice an area that you don't like, and you are tempted to go back and fix it, don't do it. Any repairs to the finish will have to be made once this coat is dry. If you try and fix it before the finish is completely dry, the material is likely to become sticky and make the situation worse. Touch-ups to the texture can be made after the material is dry by cutting off burrs and other texture items you don't like with the sharp edge of your trowel and by filling in by applying more material. The second coat should completely cover the mesh so it is not visible. Be sure no mesh fibers are found sticking out around the edges. These can wick moisture back into the coating and cause damage.
Make sure all tools are cleaned thoroughly with water, removing all GrailCoat. A good tip when using a hopper is to always have a 5-gallon pail of water on hand to immerse the hopper gun into when you have downtime. This keeps the material from setting up in the tip of the gun.
Thank you for viewing this GrailCoat video presentation. To complete your project, please view our texturing video.